Welcome to Shua Machshav on the Daf. We're holding in Chulin Daf Memches. The Gemara on the top of Amudala brings the brayso that regarding a kovid sheitliya, meaning a liver that warmed, the question is it a problem or not? So the Gemara says, the ayam maise ve'alu aleh b'nei asyo gimel regolim leyavne. B'nei asyo came 3 times to Yavne to ask the question. La'regel shlishi tiru alem. The third regel, they told him it's mutter. So we see from here that there was such a thing called Aliyah La'regel, even when there's no Beis Hamikdash, that Aliyah La'regel to come to Yavne to see the Chachamim. The Amaretz Chayes and Gittin Avdal Damud Beis, when the Gemara there speaks about the idea that if there's Batei Dinim Kvuim, so there's a lot of Shayoras going from place to place, points this out, that even after the Churban, there was what's called Aliyah La'regel. They would have a gathering that it came to ask questions, and they came to the Chachamim, and it came a few times a year. There was a kibbutz of Chachamim in the time of the regalim to ask questions. And we have other sources for this. The Gemara in the Daf Chav Gimel brings, Maise be'odom she'echot she'idus ishter min alis la'regel. Person that neder that his wife had oil la'regel, and she was oil la'regel against his wish. And she came in front of Rabbi Yossi. So Rabbi Yossi had a petach, if you would know she wouldn't listen to you, you would do the neder? He said, no, v'itru Rabbi Yossi. So what does it mean, oil la'regel over there? So the Rosh on the spot says, what is the oil la'regel? Shemiskatzim lishmoya ha'drosha. Ve'avanashim ayu nohagois mitzvah lavoy shama v'lirois kvodesh al. And it was a mitzvah to do it. So even the woman came and joined. So that's the Aliyah La'regel referring. Similarly, we find the Gemara in Yevamis and Avkuv Chav Beis brings a story that a woman had a question to the Chachamim. So what she do was Shasa Tlosa Ragli. She waited for 3 regalim. So it says Rashi over there, "Shall you tell me the Chachamim nigbotzim lishmad Rosha hichos Pesach a Pesach?" Vaysa shoeles mehem. She came to ask the Chachamim. They got together. And one other source was just now in Daf Yomi Yerushalmi. Yerushalmi Megillah Pegdal Mishtaches brings that Rav Chano took away someone who was a Zaldakan. Zaldakan means he did not have a full beard. So he did not allow him to do Nesias Kapayim because people look at him and it looks strange to people. Says the Gemara, but the Gemara in Yerushalmi asks, but the Gemara said before, the Mahadash Be'ir Mutter, people know him in the city, people are used to him, so there's no issue if a Kohen looks a little different. Says the Gemara, Omar Mano Ragle Have. It was the regel. Which regel was it? So the first on the spot says the regel when they got together, people came to ask questions of the Chachamim. So everybody came. So there was a lot of new people that don't belong to the city. They're not used to seeing this person that has a strange beard. And there's a sefer on the Yerushalmi called Alei Tomar that he goes and he brings all these sources regarding this time where everybody got together. And he quotes something in the name of someone called Ben Matzliach, that some historian seems to be. They have the Ham Yisrael were exiled from Yerushalayim. So for 500 years, nobody went to Yerushalayim. But they continued being Oile La'regel to other places in Eretz Yisrael where they got together. And he goes on, in the time of the Gemara, they got together in Tzipoiri, which was one of the centers of Torah in that time. Until they were able to go back to Yerushalayim later. And he goes on to say there's a shul of Rabbi Yochanan ben Zakkai. So right next to it, there was a shul called Beis HaKnesses Shel Oile Regalim. The people came from all over to come to Yerushalayim at doing Aliyah La'regel. I mean, there was still time when people got together. And the Sefer Yad Rehem, there's a combination of a few Sfarim there. The first Sefer Yigeres Yudalet. He brings over there the big thing called Vad Arba Arotzos. It used to be in Europe that all the Rabbanim got together from Eastern Europe got together to speak about all the different issues that came up at that time. Some kind of a convention that they had, everybody got together. And he goes to describe it, that convention really gathered everybody from Am Yisrael. Everybody had issues, questions, problems. They all came to there to come and resolve the issues. And he spoke about the big Mailu when they had the Vad Arba Aratzos, which was very similar to what we have in our Gemara. The idea of getting together and coming and figuring out all the big questions in Halacha or in Hashkafa need to be Miyushav, they used to do in these conventions. So we see over here that this concept of Aliyah La'regel was not only in Beis Hamikdash, but there's a time of gathering Am Yisrael together. And the importance is to bring Am Yisrael together to come and discuss the Inyonei Hashah, which need to be clarified. Anyone who wants to join or sponsor the Shomachshava Shiurim, please email shomachshava@gmail.com.